Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to solve A-Levels Pure Mathematics Paper 2 in a session October-November 2022 Paper 2-2. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1, solve the equation for theta is between 0 to 360 degree. So we know that secant is 1 over cos theta. This is 5 times 1 over sine theta. If we do the cross multiplication, multiplying by sine on both sides, sine theta over cos theta, which is equals to tan theta, this is equals to 5, right? Now we have to solve for theta. So theta would be equals to tangent inverse of 5. So we know that tangent is positive in first and third quadrant. So since this equation tangent is positive, so let me calculate the answers in degrees by converting my calculator in degrees because the domain is in degrees. So tangent inverse of 5 is 78.69 degrees. Theta is 78.69 degrees, right? And the other solution this is for the first quadrant. And tangent is positive in third quadrant. For third quadrant, we have to do 180 degree plus theta. So adding 180, this is 258.69, 258.69 degrees, right? Now we can see that the values of theta which belongs to the domain are, so we can say theta is 78.7 degrees and 258.7 degrees. That belongs to the domain between 0 to 360 degree, right? Question number 2, the solutions of the equation absolute of 4x minus 1 equals to absolute of x plus 3 are x equals to p and x equals to q, where p is less than q. Find the exact values of p and q first, right? And hence determine the exact value of absolute of p minus 2 minus absolute of q minus 1, right? So now let me find out the solution by scaling on both sides. If we open the absolute, we have plus minus 4x minus 1. This is plus minus 3 x plus 3, right? So scaling on both sides, we have 4x minus 1 whole square equals to x plus 3 whole square, right? So from here we can say 4 square is 16x square plus 1 minus 2ab. So 2 times 4 is 8x. Here we have x square plus 9 plus 2 times 3 is 6x. Now shifting all the terms to the left, 16x square minus x square minus 8x minus 6x and plus 1 minus 9. This would be equals to 0. This is 15x square. Now minus 8 and minus 6, which is negative 8, negative 6 is negative 14x. And negative 8, this would be equals to 0, right? Let me factorize this. We have 15 times 8 is 120. Okay, and 20 times 6 is also 120, and 20 minus 6 gives me 14, or we can say minus 20 plus 6. 15x square minus 20x plus 6x minus 8 equals to 0. Right, so now let me take 5 x common. 5 times 3 is 15, x minus 5 times 4 is 20, and then taking 2 common. 2 times 3 is 6 and 2 times 4 is 8 equals to 0. So 5x plus 2 and 3x minus 4 are the two factors which are equals to 0, and let me solve the two x values. So x is equals to minus 2 by 5 and x is equals to 4 by 3, right? So what is 2 by 5? 0.4, negative 0.4, and 4 by 3, 1.3. which is P and Q, and we have given that P should be less than Q. So negative number is always less than the positive number. So we can say P is less than Q. This implies minus 0.4 is less than 1.3. So P is minus 0.4 and Q value is 1.3, right? Okay, now we need to determine the exact value for the absolute of P minus 2 minus absolute of Q minus 1. Finding the exact value. Let me substitute the values. So absolute of P, which is minus 2 by 5, minus 2, minus absolute of Q, which is 4 by 3, minus 1, right? Simplify, we have minus 2 by 5 minus 2, which is 12 by 5, and absolute of minus 12 by 5 is positive 12 by 5. Okay, and 4 by 3 minus 1, which is 1 by 3, and absolute or positive again positive, so this is negative 1 by 3. Okay, so 12 by 5 minus 1 by 3 is 31 over 15. So the exact answer is 31 over 15, right? Question number 3, the variables x and y satisfies the equation y equals to a x power k, where a and k are constants. The graph of ln y against ln x is a straight line, passes through the point this and this as shown in the diagram. Find the value of k and the value of a correct to two significant figures. A and k we have to find, right? So taking ln on both sides, ln of y equals to ln of a x power k. So ln y equals to ln a plus k ln x. It is a straight line, so we have to convert it into y equals to mx plus c form. So we can say ln of y equals to k ln x plus ln of a. This is in the form of y equals to mx plus c. So m is a slope and c is a y-intercept. So what is the slope here? Slope is k, right, and the y-intercept is ln of a. So we have to solve k and a, right? So let me find the slope first. Slope is the k value, right? So, and its formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we have the 2 points. So let me substitute the 2 points. 3.47 minus 2.87 over 0.81 minus 0.56. You will get the slope. 3.47 minus 2.87, right? Divide 0.81 minus 0.56. 12 by 5 or 2.4 is the k value, right? Now let me substitute the k value back into the equation. So we can say ln of y equals to 2.4 ln x plus ln of a. Okay, to solve for the a value, substitute any point to get the y-intercept. So let me substitute the first point. Ln of x is this and ln of y is this. So 2.87 is ln of y value. 2.4 times ln of x value 0.56 plus ln of a. Let me solve for the a value. Okay, so 2.4 times 0.56 and 2.87 minus answer, we have this. So 1.526, this is ln of a, right? And to solve for a, we have to do exponential on both sides, right? We can say e power 1.526, this would be equals to a. So e power answer, which is 4.599 or 4.6 we can say. From here the a value is 4.6, right? So a is 4.6 and the k is up to two significant figures. We just have to calculate the a and k is 2.4. We just have to find a and k, right? Question number 4. The polynomial p of x is defined by, this is the polynomial where a is a constant. It is given that 2x plus 1 is a factor of the polynomial. It means p of minus 1 by 2, this would be equals to 0 if it is a factor. Part A, find the value of a and hence factorize p of x completely. So first we use this information. What is p of minus 1 by 2? So a minus 1 by 2 whole cube plus 223 minus 1 by 2 whole square minus a times minus 1 by 2 minus 8. This is equals to 0. From here we can easily solve the a value. So this is minus a over 8. This is plus 23 by 4. This is plus a by 2 minus 8. This is equals to 0, right? Now let me keep the a terms on the left and constant on the right. So a terms are 1 by 2 minus 1 by 8. So 3 by 8a. 3 by 8a, and this would be equals to 23 by 4 minus 8. And we have to shift on the other side, becomes 9 by 4. So from here, what is a? 9 by 4 times minus 1 makes positive 9 by 4, and you have to multiply it by 8 by 3, the reciprocal, which is 6. So a value is 6. Right. Now we need to factorize p of x completely. So we have the polynomial p of x is 6x cube plus 23x square minus 6x minus 8. So let me use a synthetic division method because we have given that 2x plus 1 is the factor. So if I use the method of synthetic division, we can find the rest of the two roots as well. One root is given, right? So we have 6, 23 minus 6 minus 8 and minus 1 by 2 here. So bring this 6 down, minus 1 by 2 times 6, which is minus 1 by 12. Sorry, it's times by 6. I divided by 6. Minus 1 divides 2 times 6, which is negative 3. At we have 20. Okay, so minus 1 by 2 times by 20, which is negative 10. And we have negative 16. Minus times minus is plus. 16 by 2, which is 8. And we have 0, right? So here we have p of x. We can rewrite as x minus 1 by 2. 6x square minus 20x minus 16. Let me factorize this. Okay, so p of x is equals to x minus 1 by 2. Let me take 2 common. So 2 is common here. 2 times 3 is 6x square. 2 times 10 is 20x. And 2 times 8 is 16. Right. Okay, so from here we have 2x minus 1 divides 2 into 2. Now let me factorize this. 3 times 8 is 24. We have to find the factors of 24 whose sum or difference should be equals to negative of 10, right? So we can say 2 times 12 is 24 and 2 minus 12 makes negative 10, right? Okay, so 3x square plus 2x minus 12x minus 8. 2 is cancelled with 2. We have 2x minus 1. And here we have, let me take x common. So x is common, 3x plus 2 is left. Negative 4 is common, 4 times 3x. 4 times 3 is 12 and 4 times 2 is 8 plus 2, right? So the factors are 2x minus 1, 3x plus 2 and x minus 4. Wait, I did a minor mistake here. So we have plus 20 here. So when we have a plus 20, we have plus 10. And to make it plus, see, this is positive and this is negative. We have negative and positive and negative. So this is negative and this term is positive. So 2x minus 1, 3x minus 2 and x plus 4. These are the three factors. So we factorize p of x completely. Now for part B, hence solve the equation p of e power 4y equals to 0, giving your answer correct to 3 significant figures, right? So we have p of x in the factored form, which is 2x minus 1 and 3x minus 2 and x plus 4, right? Replacing x with e power 4y. So p of e power 4y, this is 2 e power 4y minus 1, 3 e power 4y minus 2 into e power 4y plus 4, right? Now we have to put this equals to 0. P of e power 4y should be equals to 0. So we have to put all the three factors equals to 0, right? So from the first factor, e power 4y should be equals to 1 by 2. The second factor, e power 4y should be equals to 2 by 3. And from the third factor, e power 4y equals to negative of 4, right? Okay, now to solve for y, we can say 4y equals to ln of 1 by 2. And here we have 4y equals to ln of 2 by 3. And here 4y equals to ln of negative 4, which is undefined, right? Negative natural log of negative number does not exist, right? Okay, now let me find the two values from here. Sorry, this root is also plus. Over here when we have a positive root here, so this root is positive, right? This is positive, and shifting here, this is again undefined, so we can only get the solution from here, right? So let me solve ln of 2 by 3 and then divide your answer by 4. So y is equals to minus 0.101. Up to 3 significant figure is just 101. Question number 5. The curve with the equation y equals to this has one stationary point P. The stationary point is a point when y prime equals to 0, right? Part A, show the x coordinate of the P satisfies this equation. So to get the stationary point, we have to differentiate first. So what is dy by dx? Which is equals to, we have to do the product rule here. So first term is as it is, derivative of the second function, 1 by 4x plus 1 into 4, plus second function is as it is, and the derivative of x is just 1. The derivative of minus 3x is minus 3, right? So 4x over 4x plus 1 minus 3 ln of 4x plus 1, right? So this is dy by dx, right? And for stationary point, we have to put this equals to 0. Sorry, this is negative 3 and we have just positive of this. We are just not doing a product, sorry. Okay, so for stationary point, y prime equals to 0. So when I substitute y prime equals to 0, we have 4x over 4x plus 1 plus ln of 4x plus 1 minus 3. This would be equals to 0, right? Okay. Now we have to show that the x coordinate should be equals to this. So from here, the ln of 4x plus 1 is in the denominator. So let me multiply by 4x plus 1 on both sides, right? So here we have 4x plus 1 into ln of 4x plus 1 minus 3 into 4x plus 1 equals to 0, right? Okay, so what we have to do, let me take 4x plus 1 common, or if I can say 4x plus 1 ln of 4x plus 1 and open this minus 12x minus 3, this is equals to 0. Okay, now we have 4 take away 12 is minus 8, minus 8x minus 3 plus 4x plus 1 into ln of 4x plus 1. This is equals to 0. So shifting these terms on the other side, we can say 4x plus 1 into ln of 4x plus 1. This is equals to 8x plus 3. Okay, and then we have to say 4x plus 1 equals to 8x plus 3 divides ln of 4x plus 1, right? And then we have to subtract 1. 4x is equals to 8x plus 3 over ln of 4x plus 1, subtract 1, and then dividing by 4. So x would be equals to 8x minus 3 plus 3 over 4 into ln of 4x plus 1 minus 1 by 4, right? Further simplification, we have x is equals to 4 times 2 is 8, 2x plus what is 3 by 4? 3 by 4 is 0.75. 0.75 divides ln 4x plus 1, right? And what is 1 by 4? 1 divides 4 is 0.25 with negative 0.25. So this is exactly the same. X is equals to 2x plus 0.75 over ln of 4x plus 1 minus 0.25, right? Now for part B, show by calculation that the x-coordinate of P lies between 1.8 and 1.9. So x-coordinate we have is x equals to 2x plus 0.75 over ln 4x plus 1 minus 0.25. So the sign change occur if the root lie between 1.8 and 1.9. So let me check at x equals to 1.8. So we have 1.8 over here. This would be equals to 2 into 1.8 plus 0.75 over ln 4 times 1.8 plus 1 minus 0.25. Right, let me calculate this. We have 2 times 1.8 plus 0.75 is this, and then divides ln 4 times 1.8 subtract 1 plus 1 minus 0.25. This is 1.817. Okay, so this is equals to 1.817. Okay, now let me check at the second number at x is equals to 1.9. So here x is 1.9. This would be equals to 2 into 1.9 plus 0.75. This should divide by ln of 4 times 1.9 plus 1 minus 0.25. Let me calculate this. 2 times 1.9 plus 0.75 divides ln of 4 times 1.9, add 1. Subtract 0.25, which is 1.86. 1.864. Right, so here we can say that 1.8 is less than, this is 1.80, and 1.82, right? And here 1.9 is greater than 1.86, right? So 1.8 is less than 1.82 and 1.9 is more than, yes. So the sign change occur, it means the root lies. Sign change occur means x coordinate of P lies between 1.8 and 1.9, right? Now for part C, use a iterative formula based on the equation in part A To find the x coordinate of P, connect to 3 significant figure, give the result of each iteration to 5 significant figure. So we can say xn plus 1, this would be equals to 2xn plus 0.75 over ln of 4xn plus 1 minus 0.25. So what is the initial guess? From part B, we know that the root lies between 1.8 and 1.9. So we can say the initial guess x naught is 1.85. You can take an 1.87, 1.82, any number between 1.8 and 1.9. So now let me draw the table for xn and xn plus 1. Right. The iterations should be 5 significant figures. Right. So let me start with xn equals to 1.85, the first one. Okay, so we can say 2 times 1.85. Let me write this down. 2 times 1.85 plus 0.75. This divides ln 4 times 1.85 plus 1 minus 0.25. This is 1.8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 significant figures, 1.8409. Right. Now let me substitute the second point, 1.8409. Right. So the next is 2 times 1.8409 plus 0.75 divides ln 4 times 1.8409 plus 1 and subtract 0.25, which is 1.8366. 1.8366. Let me check at the next number. Right. So substitute over here. 2 times 1.866, 366 plus 0.75 divides ln 4 times 1.8366 plus 1 minus 0.25, which is 1.8346. Okay, 1.8346. Right. Okay, now the next is 2 times 1.8346 plus 0.75 divides ln 4 times 1.8346 plus 1 minus 0.25, 1.8336. Let me do another one. 1.8336. Okay, 2 times 1.8336 plus 0.75 divides ln 4 times 1.8336 plus 1 minus 0.25, 1.8332, up to so on. So now we can easily guess up to 3 significant figures. We have to find the root. So as you guys can see, 1.83, right, this is the root. So the root is up to 3 significant figure is 1.83. Right. Question number 6, the diagram shows the curve y equals to this and y equals to this for the values of x between 0 and 4. Right. The shaded region is bounded between the two curves, and the line x equals to 0 and x is equals to 4. Find the exact area of the shaded region, giving your answer in the form of ln of a plus b plus c e power d. So area of a shaded region is basically the area between the two curves we have to find. Now which curve is at the top and which one is at the bottom? Let me check. When x is 0, so let me check at 0. When x value is 0, So we have 6 by 2, and 2 times 3, y would be 6. Y is 3 over here. Y is 3, yes. And when x is 0, e power 0 is 1, 3 minus 3, and here we have 0, right? So the top curve is y equals to 6 over 3x plus 2, and the bottom curve is y equals to 3 e power minus x minus 3. Okay. Now let me find the area, the shaded area or area bounded between the two curves. So we can say the area is the integration of the top curve between 0 to 4, 6 over 3x plus 2 dx minus the integration of the bottom curve from 0 to 4, 3 e power minus x minus 3 dx. Okay. Let me simplify. So we have 6 and the integration 0 to 4, complete the derivative 3 over 3x plus 2. So multiplying and dividing by 3 with respect to dx minus integration 0 to 4, 3 e power minus x minus 3 dx. Okay, now we have 2. This is ln of 3x plus 2 from 0 to 4 integration minus we have 3 e power minus x, and its integration is minus 1 minus 3x 0 to 4, right? Further simplification, we have 2 ln of 3x plus 2, minus times minus is plus 3 e power minus x, and minus times minus is plus 3x, and the integration we have to do from 0 to 4. Let me substitute the upper limit and then the lower limit. The upper limit is 4, so 2 ln of 3 times 4 is 12, and 12 plus 2 is 14, minus 3 e power minus 4 plus 3 times 4 is 12. This is upper limit, minus the lower limit is 2 ln of 2 plus 3 e power 0 is just 1, and 3 times 0 is just 0, right? So 2 ln of 14 minus 3 e power minus 4 and plus 12 minus 2 ln of 2 and minus 3, right? So let me simplify this. So combining the ln terms, so we have 2 ln of 14 minus ln of 2 minus 3 e power minus 4, and from 12 take away 3 is plus 9, right? Further simplification, we have 2 ln of 14 over 2 and minus 3 e power minus 4 plus 9, and 2 times 7 is 14, and ln of 7 square minus 3 e power minus 4 plus 9, right? So now we can say the area should be in the form of ln of a plus b plus c e power d. So here we have ln of 7 square is 49, b value is 9, minus 3 e power minus 4, right? Question number 7, the diagram shows the curve with parametric equation x equals to this and y equals to this, right? For x theta is between pi and 3 pi by 2, the point P and Q lies on the curve. P and Q lies on the curve. The gradient of the curve at P is 2. Gradient of the curve at P is 2. It means dy over dx at x equals to P, this is equals to 2, right? The straight line 3x plus y equals to 0, this straight line meets the curve at Q. Okay, it meets the curve at Q. Now for part A, find the value of theta at P. What is the value of theta at P? Giving your answer correct to 3 significant figures. We have given the information that the gradient of the curve at point P is 2. So let me use this information, find out the gradient. So what is dx over d theta? We have 3 here. The derivative of cos is minus sine 2 theta into 2, which is minus 6 sine 2 theta. and the dy over d theta, this is 4. The derivative of sine is cos theta, which is just 4 cos theta, right? Now let me find the gradient. So gradient of a curve at P. So what is d? Gradient is dy by dx, which is equals to dy over d theta times d theta over dx, right? So what is dy by d theta, which is equals to 4 cos theta times d theta over dx is the reciprocal, minus 1 over 6 sine theta, sine 2 theta, right? So 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6. This would be equals to minus 2 by 3 cos theta over sine 2 theta. Sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta. Let me open. So we can cancel cos with cos. So we have 2 with 2. So minus 1 over 3 sine theta. This is the gradient of the curve. At P, this gradient is equals to 2, right? At point P, gradient is 2, right? So the gradient dy over dx at P, this is equals to 2. So this is minus 1 by 3 sine theta. This should be equals to 2, right? Now let me do the cross multiplication. Minus 1 would be equals to 2, 3 sine theta with times by 3s, which is 6 sine theta, or minus 1 by 6 we can say. So from here sine theta is equals to negative of 1 by 6. We have to find the value of theta at P correct to 3 significant figure, and theta should be between pi and 3 pi by 2, right? So we have to solve for theta. So from here, what is theta? Theta is sine inverse of positive 1 by 6, and it should be in radians, but my calculator is in degrees. Let me convert it into radians first and calculate sine inverse of 1 by 6. 0.1674. Theta is 0.16745 radians, right? Now we have to check sine is negative in which quadrant. Sine is negative in third and fourth quadrant, right? We know that sine is negative in third and fourth quadrant. Since the domain is between third quadrant pi and 3 pi by 2, so let me solve for the value of the third quadrant. What is the value for third quadrant? So for third quadrant, we do pi plus theta. So in this value, we add pi, which is 3.309. Okay. So here theta is 3.309. We have to find the value of theta up to 3 significant figures. So theta is 3.31. This is 3 significant figures. No need to calculate for the fourth quadrant since we have a restricted domain, as we have given in the question that the theta values lies only in the third quadrant, right? Now for part B, find the gradient of the curve at Q, giving your answer correct to 3 significant figures, right? So we know that this is the gradient of the curve, which is minus 1 by 3 sine theta. We have to find the gradient at point Q. So first we have to find the coordinates of point Q. What are the coordinates of point Q? The point of intersection of curve and the line, right? So first we need to find the coordinates of point Q. So point of intersection of curve and line. So the curve is x equals to 3 cos 2 theta, y equals to 4 sine theta. This is the curve, and the line is 3x plus y. This is equals to 0. So let me substitute the values into the line. Okay, so we have 3 times 3 cos 2 theta plus 4 sine theta equals to 0, right? Now let me open cos double angle formula here. So we have to open in terms of sine because this is in terms of sine. So we have 3 times 3 is 9, and cos square theta is 1 minus sine 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Yes, 1 minus 2 sine square and theta. Sorry, theta. We are not using double, right? Single one. Plus 4 sine theta. This is equals to 0. So we have 9 minus 9 times 2 is 18 sine square theta plus 4 sine theta. This is equals to 0, right? Let me take negative sign common. We have 18 sine square theta minus 4 sine theta minus 9. This is equals to 0, right? Let me solve the values of theta, right? So applying quadratic formula on sine theta, minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4 times the a value times the c value divide by 2 a times a, right? Further simplification, we have sine theta. This would be equals to 4 plus minus square root. 4 square is 16. We have minus 4 times 18 times minus 9 plus 4 square is 16. 664. And 2 times of 18 is 36. Right. Now let me find the two values of theta. We have 4 plus square root of 664 and then divides 36. This is 0.8268. Sine theta is 0.8268. And the other one is 4 minus square root of 664 divides 36, which is minus 0.6046, right? Now let me solve for the values of theta. So from here, what is theta? Okay, sine inverse of 0.8268, which is 0.9734, and sine is positive in first and second quadrant. So for second quadrant we have to do pi minus theta. Pi minus answer, theta is equals to 2.1682, right? And for the other we have to do for the positive one. So what is theta? And sine is negative in third and fourth quadrant, so we have to use only for the third quadrant because the domain we have given is between pi and 3 pi by 2. Okay, so we can do sine inverse 0.6046, right? And for the third quadrant we have to do pi plus theta, so we do pi plus answer, which is 3.791. And for the fourth quadrant we have to do 2 pi minus theta. Yes, sine inverse of 0.6046, and we have to do 2 pi minus answer. So here theta is equals to 5.634, right? Now since the domain we have given for theta is between pi to 3 pi by 2, so it means this value is in the first quadrant, second, third and fourth. So this is the only value of theta that belongs to the domain, right? Okay, now we have to find the gradient of the curve at Q. So we know that the gradient of curve at Q. So we have the gradient of curve from part A. We already found it, which is dy over dx, which is minus 1 over 3 sine theta. So at Q, it means we have to find the substitute just the value of theta here. Okay, so at point Q we only need the theta value, right? So we can say dy over dx at theta equals to 3.791, because this is only value of theta that belongs to the domain. So minus 1 over 3 sine of 3.791, up to 3 significant figures we have to calculate, right? Minus 3 times sine 3.791, and it's reciprocal. Up to 3 significant figures is 0.551, right? So that was the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.